Hey, what's up everybody? It's Don, or well, as most of you guys know me, vrgamerdude, and today I just wanted to take a minute to give my thanks to all of you for everything that you have done to help me grow this little channel. So, as most of you know, we've recently passed 1,000 subscribers on the channel. I think we're up to about 1,050 now. And I am just so damn humbled by that. Never in a million years did I think I would be doing something like this, but I just felt a calling. I felt a calling to really kind of use my 20 years of knowledge and evangelize VR's second coming into the world, and just to take as many people along with me as I can. So thank you for all of your continuing support, and can't wait to see what the future brings. So, but you know, we can't talk about the future without talking about the past. So I'm going to kind of wax nostalgic a little bit here for a minute and kind of recap, kind of give you guys a little bit of insight into me, and why I do this. So I actually started in VR back in the mid to late 90s. My first VR experience was in a bar. I was 22 years old, I think, and somebody had set up a virtuality system in a bar, and I had a few beers and played some Zone Hunter and some virtual boxing, and I was instantly hooked. Could not get enough of it, and for the next several years I tried to desperately find a way to get a home virtual reality system, and somewhere around 1997 I finally stumbled across this system called eyeglasses. For those of you old enough to remember the first coming of VR in the 90s, the eyeglasses was kind of one of the higher end systems. Blew an entire student loan buying those, and it was, well, by today's standards, complete crap. But you know what? I rode the train into the Black Mesa complex playing the original Half-Life when it first came out. And from that day forward, it was like turbo mode. I had to find a way to get VR. Well, then we had the death of VR in the 90s because, well, it was kind of crap. Systems weren't ready, headsets weren't ready, so the next few years I started trying to recreate those immersive experiences by using big screen projector systems and 3D shutter glasses, and well, it just was never the same. Then we all know what happened. Around 2012, I started reading this MTBS 3D forum and started coming across these posts from a kid named Palmer Luckey, and then John Carmack got in there, and it started getting really exciting. There was a Kickstarter, blah, 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 and then the next thing you know, I've got a DK1, and the world changed. The minute I put that damn thing on my head, I turned and I told my wife, I said, honey, this is it. I know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to evangelize VR in the biggest way possible. And she was like, well, start a blog. And I was like, yeah, I'm not a real writer kind of guy. So, and then she said, well, start a YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, no. So finally, DK1, demoed it here on campus, things like that. Got my DK2, and it really lit a fire, because that's when I thought things started getting good. We had the positional tracking. I started playing a game called Elite Dangerous, built a custom battle chair, and once again, just like my first experience, after a few beers one night, I said, you know what, sign up for this Twitch thing and just do a little stream and see what happens. And I got a few followers that night and a few great comments, and it really gave me the bug to do this. Moved everything over to YouTube, and I've been hitting it hard ever since. Was very lucky to fall into a very special group of individuals who you guys know as the VR bros out there. I mean, these guys have become some of my best friends in the world, even though most of us have never met. You got VR Gaming Evolved, Immersive Gamer 83, UK Rifter, Reality Check VR, who I have met in person because he lives right here in Springfield, Missouri, which freaked me out that we had, you know, 2 VR YouTubers. Then you got Pretty Neat VR, who that freaked me out too, because apparently right before I started my channel, he lived in Springfield, Missouri. So we would have had 3 VR YouTubers and the VR Bros all in the same city, which is just mind blowing. And then Game Hard, Game Hard 4.0. These guys are top notch, and I feel so blessed to have become a part of their tight-knit little group. Going forward, we got some big things in the works. We're going to be revealing a few of those here shortly. So everything kind of snowballed after I got in with the VR Bros. Started writing some articles for some websites and starting to, so to speak, kind of live the dream. So bringing it home, thanks again. I couldn't have done any of this without your encouragement and support. And yeah, I might get a little emotional here. You guys mean the world to me. Even though I've never really met any of you in person, you guys are all a part of what I do every day, and the reason that I do what I do every day. And again, I can't thank you enough. So that's a little bit of the past. Now about the future. So I have ordered my CV1. I was lucky enough to get in on the March shipments, so hopefully first week of April we're going to have that baby on my head, and we're going to be able to start pumping out some great CV1 content. Definitely going to continue on with my Lunchtime with My Gear VR series. I can't thank you enough for your support on that. I still can't believe that I finally cracked that nut and figured out a way to get that thing recording at 1080p 60 frames. The videos are just looking better and better, except for the overheats, but you know, we can't stop that. So and I'm kind of wanting to reach out and see if I can't get some of the other headsets here on the channel. I would love to start doing Vive content, PSVR content, OS VR content. I mean, if it's VR, I want to show it to the world, and I want to preach it and scream it from the mountaintops, so to speak. So be looking for some of that, hopefully in the future. Definitely, Oculus Rift CV1 content, because that's already in the bag. If everything else isn't price prohibitive, we'll definitely try to get into some of that as well. Yeah, so don't really know much more to say. Sorry for babbling. I know it's like they're going, yeah, you do this in your videos too. But I don't do anything scripted. I do it all, right here off the cuff, so it's all very genuine. Yeah, so that's going to do it for me today. Thank you very much for your support. And I cannot wait to see what 2016 brings for our little channel here. So, this is Don, VR Gamer Dude, signing off, y'all. Peace.